Okay, welcome to the Social Titan JV page. Chris here, and Social Titan is really the sequel to our earlier Titan offers, T-shirt Titan 1 and 2, and also Video Titan, which collectively have sold over 15,000 units. And really, over the last 6 to 9 months, we've paid out over $300,000 to our affiliates on JV Zoo, and so we're really excited to be bringing you in on the Social Titan offer. And so, what Social Titan is really is a way to get incredibly targeted traffic. And traffic, of course, is something that really any internet marketer needs. Now, the quickest way to get targeted traffic is by buying it through ad networks. And of course, there's Google AdWords, which allows you to buy traffic through Google and YouTube. And then the other big one, of course, is Facebook ads. And both of those platforms are great. You know, I've spent six figures on both platforms and spent collectively well over $1 million across both of those two platforms. The issue though is that they're so competitive nowadays that it's really hard to kind of get a huge advantage over anyone else, get cheap traffic, and really make a lot of money on those networks, which I'm sure a lot of people can agree with. And that's one of the reasons that for the last few weeks we've been looking at Twitter ads. Now, Twitter, of course, is the second biggest social network after Facebook. Facebook's got over a billion monthly users. Twitter's got around 300, I think, and 30 million at the moment monthly users. So it's a huge platform, really big, one of the biggest advertising platforms online, basically. But the thing is, there's not that much competition. There's not many people doing Twitter ads at the moment, and so it's a really kind of hot, new, exciting thing. In particular, though, what we've done is we've developed a software tool which basically allows you to find thousands of recent buyers. So whatever the niche is, whether it's internet marketing, whether it's a digital product you're selling, it's local business, it's an affiliate program you want to promote, you want to get leads, you want to promote a Teespring offer. Basically, using this software, you're going to be able to find the most targeted type of lead, the most targeted type of traffic that you can possibly find, which is a recent buyer. Now, I'll demonstrate the software in just a second, but just to run through some of the basics, the entire funnel is going to be pretty stacked. We have some high ticket stuff in there, and you're going to earn over $200 in commissions, and we're going to be paying out 60%. As well as that, there's going to be $5,000 in JV cash prizes running through the week. We're very confident that we're going to be looking at EPCs of between $5 and $10, which is pretty much in line with every other offer that we've put out in the last few months on JV Zoo. In particular, if you have a social list, a Facebook list, or a Teespring list, then you will definitely want to get involved. But really practically, because this relates to traffic, it's something that's going to appeal to anyone with an internet marketing list. Just before I do get started though, you know, there's a sign up box here on this page. You want to sign up for that for two reasons. Firstly, because it's the only way to get access to that $5,000 in JV cash prizes, and secondly, because it's the only way to get demo access. So the software, the first version of it is ready now. We're going to be improving the user interface and adding some other changes. But basically, the only way to get access is to actually enter your email and sign up. So, you know, sign up for the JV cash prizes and sign up for demo access as well. And what I'll do now is I'll just demonstrate the software and show you basically how it works. So I'm going to give you three demonstrations, and you know the graphical interface is going to get improved, but you can at least see the basic functionality of it. And so the idea is that you can basically enter up to 4 different search terms. So here you can see I've searched Chris Record, who is a prominent internet marketer. I've searched JVZoo, which is an affiliate network, Pixel Studio FX, which is a recent launch, and also Frank Kern, who is another prominent internet marketer. I'm just going to click search. And basically what the tool does is it connects with the Twitter API, connects directly with Twitter's software, and scans through over 3 billion tweets to find the most targeted tweets that match what we're interested in. So if we just start scanning through some of these people, you can see here this person has just ordered a copy of a book that was recommended by Chris Record. Let's just keep on scrolling down. This person here, I'm the last person to know about Chris Record. Love his scopes, amazing teacher. Another one at Pixel Studio FX. I can't wait to try out Pixel Studio FX later today. Thanks, Chris Record, for promoting it to us. So, I mean, this is literally someone who's just bought this particular product here. So this is a recent buyer from 2 days ago. So it does not get any targeted than this, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. But just basically to run through the tool and explain how it works, you enter up to 4 different searches at the top. You can then click on search. You can also run some advanced searches, which are only possible because of, it's the Twitter API. So we can do all kinds of crazy stuff, basically, even, only find people with a positive or negative emotion. But basically the idea is that we can enter up to 4 searches here, and then all the tweets that match those searches we've entered will then appear in a list here. You can see we've got a clickable link to the user's page, the number of people that are following them, the number of people who they are following, and then we've got the tweet itself. And essentially what we can do is when we find someone that we're happy with, we can either click yes to add them, or we can click no to skip them. We can arrange keywords, arrange the tweets basically by certain keywords. So if we want to, for example, bring people up who are using Pixel Studio FX, we can put that here and they'll appear first. If we want to put people who use, for example, buyer as a keyword, or bought or purchased or subscribed, etc., then we can basically do that as well. And we can also enter negative keywords that we want to exclude. And we just kind of go through the process of, just clicking yes, skip, etc., etc., etc. And then when we're kind of happy with the results, at that point what we can do is we can just click on either download all tweets, and it will just download it to our to our desktop as a CSV file, which we can then import into Twitter. And we can also download people who everyone apart from people we skipped. We can download people that have been filtered up here. We can download everyone that we've added if you want to do it the manual way. And then basically what we can do with Twitter then is we can just go straight over to Twitter and import it as a tailored audience, it's called. So we go to Twitter ads, click on Audience Manager, create a new audience, and then just literally name the audience, import a list of usernames, and upload that CSV file that we've grabbed from from the Social Titan software. It does comply, by the way, with all of Twitter's terms, so it's 100% compliant, 100% white hat, and yet incredibly, incredibly powerful. I'll just give you another couple of demonstrations here. So you can see I've put in Weight Watchers online, the hashtag Weight Watchers app, because apparently there's an app for Weight Watchers. And again, I'll just click on search. And you'll see in the space of just a few seconds, the tool will basically go and grab the 244 users that it's found. And so the idea is we can kind of repeat this not just for Weight Watchers but for all. This is like if we're promoting a dieting offer, I suppose. We could repeat this for pretty much every type of dieting terms. We put in various dieting products here and find all the buyers. So I mean, here's someone like, I'm losing weight on the Healthy Wage 10,000 Team Challenger Weight Watchers. I lost 2.9% of my weight this week. So I mean, this is certainly someone who's a Weight Watchers buyer. She's committed. She's losing weight. She's definitely a good targeting buyer. Just going to scroll through again. You can see here we've got this, for example, save $2 off Weight Watchers product. Well, this appears to be some kind of affiliate or something like that. So I'm just going to grab this couponing word and put this under exclude keywords, and then click on that just to filter them and just to kind of remove those people. You can see here Weight Watchers website and phone app are both down, please help. Well, this is basically, the phone app is something you would only get if you're a paid up member of Weight Watchers. And so again, we know that this person is a buyer. We know that this person's a buyer. This person has private message Weight Watchers, and so presumably is a buyer as well. Another person who's a buyer. You can see it just basically allows you to extract these buyers incredibly targeted. And then all we do is just skip anyone that we don't think is relevant. So for example, Weight Watchers themselves are appearing. Obviously not much point in targeting them with a dieting offer. But pretty much everyone else we can just download by clicking here. And very quickly, within the space of a few minutes, we can enter a few terms up here and get a list of well over 1,000 buyers that we can then import straight into our software. Just one final search I'm going to do, and this is for people who would be looking to promote a Teespring offer. So we've looked at maybe building up a list of internet marketers, we've looked at building up a list of diet people. Now let's look at t-shirts. And let's say that we wanted to sell a Teespring t-shirt that was focused on nurses. Well, there's a few searches here which I'm going to demonstrate. You can see that we've got the Teespring nurse, we've got nurse Etsy, which is another kind of clothing and apparel site, and then we have nurse Pinterest. And then finally we've got this search here, cute enough to stop heart, and this is basically a t-shirt that is, you know, really popular, that relates to nurses, and kind of a phrase that relates to nurses. And so anyone tweeting this is likely a nurse and potentially owns a t-shirt saying this. So I'll just click on search, and while that's searching there is something else I want to show you. There's also a link here, this little Twitter icon, that if I click on it, basically allows us to run a search and see if anyone see what a preview of that result would look like, basically. So it'll load up a Twitter search for that, and then we can just scan and see what kind of things people are tweeting. So you can see here, this is exactly what we want. This person, checkout nurse available for the next 8 hours. Well, they've basically visited this page, probably bought the product, and have now retweeted it. So, you know, really useful function there as well. But as you can see, we can just kind of scan through here. And there's just tons and tons of these people who've basically retweeted nurse t-shirts that they've, you know, either bought or they visited the page and just retweeted it. So this is exactly what we want. These are all targeted buyers. Again, we can export them just by clicking on this button here, and then once again we just go straight over to Twitter, create a list and import that list and start targeting them. So that pretty much covers it. Demonstrated 3 searches there, how we can find Teespring buyers, how we can find dieting buyers, and how we can find internet marketing buyers as well. But essentially it will allow you to find recent buyers for any single niche you can think of. This isn't possible, of course, with Facebook. It's not possible with Google. Twitter is the only place that it's possible, completely legal, completely white hat and compliant, and also possible to find recent buyers. So like I say, this is the sequel to T-shirt Titan and Video Titan, which sold over 15,000 units in JVZoo. Twitter ads is a huge opportunity, and this is the only way that you can find recent buyers legitimately using this software, basically. So really excited to have you involved. You're going to be earning over $200 across the funnel. Expect $5 to $10 EPCs. Like I say, over $5,000 in JV cash prizes. So sign up to the list, and I look forward to having you promoting Social Titan. So thanks for checking the video out, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.